Got a new camera. It's the Canon G7X Mark II Gen, I think. II means 2, I think. Anyway, this will be some portions of this recorded on the camera for the first time, and I'm just looking at my face in the screen, and it's awesome. Love it. So I wanted to go over some of the things like I've done body, mind, and spirit wise for prenatal prep for my body. Things I've done mindfully, been mindful, in the spirit of getting ready for a baby and getting your body ready for a baby. First we'll talk about body. Joined a gym. I have a list of notes here. That's what I'm looking down for. But joined a gym, was going there every other day, if not every day. Had spent some time treadmill, lifting with my husband, and truly enjoyed that. The first time I've ever really enjoyed a gym, I joined Planet Fitness. It was a brand new open up here in town, and so and it ended up being less than what we paid at the wellness center at our hospital that we work at, which was nice, but this was just, you know, shiny and new, so we joined that. They also offer, so with our membership, they offer the black card. They offer hydro massage, so it's literally a bed that you lay on and it jets water at you, but you don't feel the water. It's like enclosed water, and you kind of lay back, relax, do that kind of thing. They also have generic old school, I call them old school, they're still pretty high tech, but massage chairs, and that they have calf massage, and then the butt like pumps and massages your glutes, and then the back has the rolling and the kneading and all that cool stuff. So I started also dabbling into keto. That was like end of December. 2 weeks into January is when I really started being serious about it and tracking meals and carbs and all that stuff. Did a huge grocery shopping trip, $300 to $400 worth of keto items, keto snacks, things that I could use to bake with, all that good stuff. And then got pregnant near the end of January, beginning of February, within a week, that week. But that, I don't know. I don't think that had anything to do with me getting pregnant, honestly. But it's always good to eat healthy in preparation for carrying a child, getting your womb ready to house a child. Definitely increase my water intake as well. I was drinking at least 2 of these per shift, per 12 to 13 hour shift at work. Started mindfully forcing myself to drink 3. So that would be 3 32-ounce bottles worth. So basically 3 liters, because if you fill it full, it's 1,000 milliliters. Anyway, this has helped me tremendously. The other thing, this is very simple, but I started taking care of my teeth better. So these, I hate flossing with string. So honestly, this is kind of bougie, but bought the Dentec Cool Floss. They come in 60, 80, 100 count at Walmart. I think I got these, or Dollar General, I don't know. But that just makes it easier to go through, and they're just single. I hate the wastefulness of this, but you get the idea. And other things I did, I also, let's see, for over a year, used this app, Kundera. It's a little, there you go. And you open it up and it has all this tracking for fertility awareness method based birth control. That I could go into a whole nother video on, or you can research it yourself, Google it. There's a book I read called Taking Charge of Your Fertility, which really helped me in tracking my cycles, knowing when I ovulated, that kind of thing. This is kind of just an overview of what it looks like. So you have cervical mucus you can chart, and then you also chart, it's not focusing. You can also chart temps. So those blue dots on there are temperatures that I took with a basal body thermometer. And then you can also chart other things down here, like if you took an OPK, ovulation test, LH test, what mood you were in, that kind of thing. if you walked. I charted my 30-minute daily walks at the gym, making sure I got at least 64 ounces of water, which has almost doubled now. And then there's a little journal section in this app too, which is helpful to say things about days of your cycle and stuff like that. Like I said, this could be a whole nother Kundera and fertility awareness-based method of birth control, can be a whole nother video, so I'm not going to get into that, but that's just what we use. The next thing I was more aware of was products that I was putting on my body and intaking into my body. So like topical creams, lotions, perfumes, fragrance things, toothpaste, a lot of that stuff. Did some research into, I'll show you on here, but deodorant. I used Secret for the longest time. I also use men's Old Spice because that seems to work the best to control my sweating. I use an antiperspirant, but changed to Schmidt's, which is really, didn't love it. It was gritty. Ended up sticking with this. It's just the Yes To brand. And so it's just a little stick, literally a stick, a nub. And that's the deodorant I use because it has, it tells you right here, it's free of nasties. Come on, camera. Okay. Okay. Free of nasties. No aluminum, parabens, that junk. That was just a personal choice. This deodorant thing was just a personal choice that I made. It's not that big of a deal. I still use my husband's Old Spice sometimes because that is what truly works best for me. But I just became more aware, like I said, more aware of what I was putting in my body. One of the big things, the next thing, was caffeine intake. So I am a coffee addict. I love coffee. I love going to get coffee with friends, driving around town with a fresh coffee, iced coffee, whatever. So back in July, I started getting back into teas. I do love teas, loose leaf teas, bag teas, hot tea, making iced tea, that kind of thing. A lot of the teas I drank still have somewhat of a lower amount of caffeine in them, but much less than a medium latte at my favorite coffee shop. So that was the other one. Step 2 of being body to baby ready was drinking more tea. And then I also bought, both my husband and I bought the Apple Watch to track activity, which went along with getting the gym membership. This is, oh, here, this is perfect. So I'll put in the clip after this one about the pills that I take, supplements, vitamins, whatever. And so step 3 towards body ready to house baby, I kept these on Snapchat, was prenatal vitamins. I got the cheap Spring Valley Walmart, basically generic Walmart brand, preconception, and then like the week before we conceived, honestly, was I flip-flopped to, what is that called? Rainbow Light. Jeez. Anyway, this is what it looked like. It was literally pink little tablets. They kind of smelled gross, but I think it was like $5 or $6 for 100 tablets. So that was a cheaper option. Okay, next step. I keep calling these steps, but that's what I kept calling on Saturday. Step 4 of body ready for baby, learning when my body actually ovulated. So that goes along with the fertility awareness based method of birth control. People call it natural birth control. I mean, there was no hormones involved, so take it how you want it. But this one has my pee warning in a glass. But this is an ovulation test strip in the background there. And so what that does is it tells you the amount of luteinizing hormone, or LH, that is in your urine at any given time. It works similar to a pregnancy test, but it is not a pregnancy test. So you dip this in your urine, and then it will fill the line. These are super cheap on Amazon. I use the Easy at Home brand. I know there's another brand, Pregmate, that has a lot of ovulation test strips in one box. These will tell you If the line, there's 2 lines that show up. One is the test, one is a control, just like a pregnancy test, like I said. If they are both the same color, or if the test line, the OPK line, whatever you want to call it, is darker than the control line, that means you have ovulated and there's more LH in your system, in your urine. Let me just pee that out. But that was another part. I would test like every other day for a while, and then twice a day for 3 to 4 days during my most fertile window. And then this is kind of just a funny, but I honestly just kept the cheap Walmart pregnancy test, pink line test on hand, and had a couple early result ones too, which those ones were blue line, the cross, the blue cross. But those I just kept because those purple ones are literally 88 cents, and no one wants to pay $7-8 a pregnancy test every time you test, which I tested a lot. This is also just a funny, this is kind of more on the journey, but December 22nd, I tested. So this is how I would track on Snapchat. I just saved them on Snapchat, but this is what the Walmart ones look like, the cheapies. So it was cycle day 24. I would have been 9 days past ovulation because I was tracking, and it was a negative pregnancy test. And then I had this cycle day 1, so that means I started my period, but not pregnant, having a cold. Come to find out, not pregnant, had a different kind of positive test. And it was the influenza A, I believe. I don't remember, this isn't focusing how I want. New camera problems. Anyway, yeah, influenza A. So I had the flu at the end of December. Yeah. So that stuff was the stuff that I've done to prepare my body for baby and pregnancy. Now, the next part, my mind, I've wanted to be a mom as long as I can remember. Have a kid, have a baby, raise a kid, that kind of thing. Not everyone is like that in life, and that is perfectly okay. I started this journal. It's gilded, pretty cool. It's leather, very nice. It's like a book. But August 1st, 2019. Hello, I'm who you probably referred to as Mom. Others know me as Maria, a nurse, Mrs. Irwin, and many other names. I won't keep reading to you, but this is a project that I saw another YouTuber do from some of the family vloggers that I watch on YouTube, and I wanted to copy it because I thought it was so cool. So each day, every other day, weekly, you can see in here that I would just write a little entry and sign it at the bottom. Love Mom, Mommy, Mama. I put Bible verses in here, quotes, parts of songs, things about telling friends. Okay, here's a sad face one, sad face day. Forgot to journal today. Obviously I didn't do it every day, which is fine. But then I started going weekly, so like 7 weeks, 8 weeks. Yeah, it just kind of goes by weeks. Pasted our first ultrasound pictures in here. My armband. So this just like, I don't know, journaling. I've never really been a journal or diary keeper. I did a few things like that when I was much younger and had a little lock on it. But this has been very therapeutic, just putting my feelings about the whole pregnancy on paper and having high days and low days of pregnancy because my hormones are whack. So that is the one thing, the journaling that I did. The other thing was not overthinking the timing of intercourse around ovulation. There was a couple months when we were trying, like, it's not gonna be this month. I don't wanna even think about it. Let's just get to the next cycle and go from there. But trying not to overthink and like clearing my mind about timing. Anyway, And then also started spending at least 15 to 20 minutes outside a day. That was sometimes walks or bike rides or just laying out in the sun or reading outside. Meditation as well for 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes I would do that when I was outside. So that was kind of the stuff that I've done for mind. This is getting to be a long video, but finishing it up here. Spirit, so this is kind of goes with mind also, but this would include prayer and going to church, listening to Christian music, and also within my meditations for my mind and mindfulness, practicing and just focusing on breathing, which will come in handy in labor. But those are body, mind, and spirit truly wrapped up what I've done in preparation for myself, for my future child. So next I'll put in the clip of showing you what I take vitamin wise, and that'll be the end of the video. Okay, I wanted to show my prenatal vitamin and organization. Yes, weekly organization. So these are the things that I've been taking. I was taking them many times before. I will say the Rainbow Light prenatals, they're 1 a day. They have a serving of fruit and veggie and probiotics in them. The label, all the necessary vitamins. This does have folate in it, but it says as folic acid. It's 600 micrograms, so it's 100% of your daily value, 360 micrograms of folic acid. So these things are huge. I'll pour them out. And I have to eat them hidden in food. I am awful. I'm awful at taking pills. But that one's got a little discoloration. Oh, that one's only a little chunk. So I just get my pills ready each week. I take 5 things a day, which is kind of a lot, but I also have allergies, so I have to keep taking my Zyrtec, which is just the Costco brand Zyrtec, Allertec. So we just go through here, fill these up. I'm gonna get a whole one. There we go. Put that little jump back. And these don't really have a smell. They're kind of, I don't know, they smell like a superfood kind of thing. Anyway, I just started switching it. I switched to these. I was using the cheap Walmart. They're like pink. They have a coating before conception. After conception, I did change over to these, just a higher quality. I do get this on Amazon. It's the value size. It comes with 150. And it is about, I think it's $42 or $43, but it lasts for a long time. Next, this is totally by choice. I don't know how many doctors recommend doing this. Also, something I learned from a different mother. If it would focus. Anyway, this is Ocean's Mom Prenatal DHA. So it's kind of like a fish oil. Brand is Garden of Life. And it's for pregnant and lactating women. It's omega-3s. And it truly, it says once daily strawberry soft gel. There's 30 in a pack. I got these. One of my YouTube moms was saying they were on sale. They were literally on sale for less than $3 a package. So I bought a bunch and I've gone through a bunch. Anyway, that one's empty, but they are soft gels. They do not smell and you do not burp up. I don't, at least. I don't burp after taking them. So also just 1 a day of those. So omega-3 is supposed to help with brain development. Like neural tube, that's more the folic acid, obviously. But DHA is supposed to help growth and development. Next is my Zyrtec, Allertec. It is pregnancy safe. I also do and am able to still take Benadryl. I do allergy shots once a week, once every 7 to 10 days. I hate getting shots, but in those I have to take a Benadryl with, otherwise I get huge hives on the back of my arms, which is not fun. So that's the allergy pill. And next, recommended by another mom friend. I did add in extra folic acid. It's 800 mics in addition to the folic acid that comes in the Rainbow Light Prenatal. So technically I'm getting over 1100, but it's all dependent on how much your body absorbs, and every body is different. These are tiny. They're just a generic brand from a local grocery store, Hy-Vee. I do just do 1 a day of these as well. And last but not least, keeping it real, this is generic Colace stool softener, docusate sodium, 100 milligrams. I do take this once a day. I didn't used to take this before conception. I started taking it when I switched to this, the Rainbow Light Prenatal, because it was constipating me, which was not really that fun. So anyway, these are tiny. They're like a soft gel capsule. So the worst one to swallow is the prenatal. Like I said, I hide that in like a bite of a Pop-Tart, a donut, a waffle, anything that I can swallow, banana, anything that I can make easier to swallow. But so this little pill organizer just keeps me organized. That way I know which day I'm on, make sure I don't miss any doses. And at the end, I just close it up. It's ready for the new week. Sets up there. Another thing that I've done is started taking a probiotic. This one comes with 60 capsules. This I take like every other day. You should take every day for gut health, but I think this has also helped in the bowels and constipation department. They're not that big either. I can swallow this fine because it slides down, but that's the other thing. So those are the pills. That is, again, what I've done body, mind, and spirit wise and vitamin wise. In summary, just to take care of myself more, to prepare my body to house a child, which is a crazy thought still to me. It still doesn't feel very real. I'm not showing hardly at all. And I can still fit into some of my old clothing, my old shorts and capris, which is nice for now, but there'll be a time where they won't fit. I also have bought a few maternity like clothing items, a dress from Walmart, a couple pairs of capris when I was on vacation in Arizona, just to kind of like get in the mindset of I'm gonna have a growing belly through the summer. To put it simply and to summarize the end of this video, there will be a million people trying to tell you, give you advice on what to do, what prenatal to take, how often you should do this, how often you should time your intercourse to get pregnant, what they did to conceive. But honestly, it's not even in your hands. Like half of it is in your hands, not even, maybe 33% of it is in your hands to time it right, basically. The rest is all a miracle, truly. And that is why they call it the miracle of life. Okay, I will see you in the next one. I got a couple other baby oriented vlogs coming up. One will be some free baby swag that I've gotten, and one will be a huge DIY project, not huge, a couple DIY projects that we're doing to prepare baby items and get ready for this little one. See you in the next one.